guys, breaking news. Huge breaking news from today. Blockbuster trade. Don't think anyone was expecting this, but the Miami Dolphins have just traded Jalen Ramsey and Jonnu Smith, sadly. But in return, we got the man we drafted back in 2018 in the first round with pick 11, Minkah Fitzpatrick. How's everyone doing? Let me turn my headphones on. There we go. Guys, what do we think? What do we think of this trade right here? Absolute blockbuster. I'll be honest, I wasn't expecting this to happen. I was just expecting, NBA free agency. As NBA free agency's going on, I don't think anyone cares about NBA free agency now, but bro, bro has 9,000 email notifications. I don't read my emails.
What's an email?
But guys, I'm here to tell you, Chris Grier ain't done yet. Chris Grier not done by a long shot. But let's get through this trade first. The full details if you have not seen the trade yet. The Steelers getting Jalen Ramsey, Jonnu Smith, and a 2027 7th round pick. That's in 2 years, 2 years from now. 2026 draft is happening next year. So both picks are going to be in 2 years. Then the Dolphins getting Minkah Fitzpatrick and a 2027 5th round pick. I mean, what a W trade. Chris Grier, he's been cooking in the lab. Chris Grier's cooking. Did Chris make us a playoff team? Listen, Chris Grier ain't done yet. Chris Grier is not done by a long shot, ladies and gentlemen. We still have some exploring to do because we just found out that the Dolphins are still in the market. Dolphins are still in the market. I'll get back to that later. But where is it? So the Dolphins been showing interest in bringing in a tight end, possibly using that 5th round pick and flip it for a tight end. Some options out there. Michael Mayer would be a great fit for the Dolphins scheme. He can block, he can go out for the catch, and after they brought in Brock Bowers, Michael Mayer took a backseat. Tight end 2 for the Raiders. They could be looking to trade him. Michael Mayer would be a good option. There was something else I saw. Let me scroll down a bit. Where is it? Well, we can go through all of this later. So here it was from Tom Pelissero. Oh, geez, not Mike McDaniel. Let me pull this up. Where is it? Yeah, there was a lot of stuff posted today. I can get through all of this. So where is he? Acquiring Jonnu. We saw that already. All right, but anyways, I can't find it right now. But the Dolphins are still in the trade market. They're looking to bring in another tight end. So there's some very good tight ends out there. We can get Michael Mayer. That's an option. Kyle Pitts on his final year with the Falcons. He would probably go for a 5th round pick. Who else is there? There was another tight end. I forgot his name. That's available. But I know the 2 biggest. Noah Fant has been brought up. I think those have been the 3 biggest names. Michael Mayer, Kyle Pitts, Noah Fant have been brought up as the Dolphins' next starting tight end. But LaMelo just got traded to Miami. LaMelo Ball? I hope so.
No.
Live reaction to LaMelo Ball getting traded? Nah, not yet. Cole Kmet, another name that's been brought up. But guys, the Dolphins are so back. We are back, boys. This team is so back. All we need now, listen to this. What if we trade for either Kyle Pitts or Michael Mayer, right? We get one of those. CPA, hear me out here. We don't have to get Julian Hill. We either get Kyle Pitts, Michael Mayer. Those could be the two options. Say we get one of those two in a trade. And then we sign a guy like Asante Samuel Jr. to take in place of Jalen Ramsey. I mean, easily a playoff team. We'd win the AFC East at that point. Shut up, Dylan. You're a Giants fan. Your cornerback. Storm Duck is our starting cornerback one for now. But let me tell you, we get a guy like Asante Samuel Jr., maybe Rasul Douglas. We could get both of them. They're both still available on the market. If they want, they can bring in Stephon Gilmore. We get 2-3 of those guys. Plus, we get either Kyle Pitts or Michael Mayer. This team is better than last year. This team would 100% be better than last year. Minkah Fitzpatrick is an all-pro safety, 28 years old. We got a 28-year-old all-pro safety back in his prime. Shouldn't have left the Dolphins in the first place, but that's Brian Flores' fault. And we gave up basically a bag of chips. Jalen Ramsey gonna be, 31 years old? How old's Jalen Ramsey gonna be next year? He's 30 right now. When does he turn? Yeah, during next season, he'll be 31. Jonnu Smith, he's going to be 30 when the season begins. He's 29. Going to be 30, what day? I think he's going to be, August 22nd. So before the season even begins, he's going to be 30 years old. And guys, you say, oh, Jonnu Smith is a Pro Bowl tight end. He has not put up the same stats with the Dolphins with the other teams. Under Arthur Smith, he only put up a little under 600 yards, only 3 touchdowns with Arthur Smith. Same when he was in Tennessee. He had 8 touchdowns one year, but never reached over 500 yards. He's not replicating the same stats he did with the Dolphins. This was Jonnu Smith's best year. He's not replicating this. He is not reaching over 884 yards ever again, or 8 touchdowns. Maybe he'll match you if they just continue to throw like 1-yard passes to him. Pull up Minkah's stats. I don't even think you could find Minkah's stats on here. Minkah Fitzpatrick. All right, let's say Minkah Fitzpatrick ain't what he once was. I still think he is. He's still 10 times better than freaking Jordan Poyer. Jordan Poyer was the worst safety in all of football. Not only was he the worst safety in football, he took out Jalen Phillips' leg. He's the reason Jalen Phillips was out all season. So not only did he suck, but he took one of our good players away from our defense. I don't know. Do people trust PFF? Let's look up PFF. I don't trust PFF all the time, but it's probably something. Yeah, he's above average. 52nd best safety overall grade. I mean, they probably weren't using him the same. Very good in run defense. He's over the average, so that's all we really need. Pass rush grade. I mean, we'll have Jalen Phillips and Chubb back. We don't really need him in the pass rush. He's going to be doing a Kyle Hamilton-like role with the Dolphins. Anthony Weaver comes from... Jordan Poyer was a sabotage. He was the Bills. Oh, shit. I missed. Hold on. Someone just sent a huge gift over on TikTok. Who was that? Yo, shout out whoever just sent a huge gift over on TikTok. I missed it. Somehow I got 999 diamonds. Shout out to you, whoever that was that sent it. You're the man. But anyways, where was I? I forgot what I was saying. Jonnu and Jalen are both above average. Not now. Jalen Ramsey's 31 years old. 1 interception in 2 years. They weren't using him correctly. They weren't using him. I'm getting a 70-inch TV. And by the way, now that this trade has gone down, I think I might be going to Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania to watch the Dolphins absolutely whoop Jonnu and Jalen Ramsey and the Pittsburgh Steelers. Monday Night Football. If you're going to be there, let me know. I'm coming. I'm coming. After we fleece the Steelers fans all talking shit, saying they fleeced us. You think y'all fleeced us? You're building a retirement home over there. It's basically a retirement home over in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. You don't win a Super Bowl this year. You have a 1-year window now. You don't win this year, then Jalen Ramsey's going to be 32 years old. He's basically on the back end of his career. He's already got 1 foot out the door. And then Jonnu Smith, I mean, he don't perform this year. He ain't performing with the Steelers ever again. I do think Jonnu Smith got a new contract, though. I'm pretty sure I saw he's getting $12 million per year. Believe they got him a new contract. Yeah, this is basically what I think of when I see the Steelers roster. Everyone over 30 years old. Rodgers, 41. Hayward, 36. Slade, 34. Woods, 33. Cam Johnson, 33. Ramsey, 30. TJ Watt, 30. Jonnu Smith, 30. I don't think the Dolphins have a single player over 30 years old other than Tyreek Hill on the team.
Jalen Ramsey made a mistake, wanting to go to the Steelers. Tyler watched Jalen Ramsey want to leave the Steelers after Aaron Rodgers controls the team and firing people.
Hold on, I'm seeing a lot of people talking about LaMelo Ball was traded to the Heat. Don't y'all dare lie to me like that. I love LaMelo Ball.
Me too. He would be actually a perfect point guard for us.
Y'all are such assholes. No, he didn't. Those dicks. We did not trade for him. You losers. See, this is why you can't trust the chat. LaMelo Ball was not traded to the Heat, you dicks. Nothing on it. No. LaMelo Ball was not traded. I don't know what you guys are talking about. Pay Terry, we'll see. Pachero, appreciate the 100 biddies in the chat. I just checked ESPN didn't happen. Yeah, I knew they were lying. I knew they were lying in the chat. Quick Jellyfish, what's up?
You got caught? Are you kidding me?
Lonzo was traded. Lonzo Ball was traded. LaMelo Ball still on the Hornets, so I don't know where you got that from. I did see Tarasenko was traded, but everyone's talking about the Miami Dolphins and Steelers trade today. That was the big trade that went down. This makes us Super Bowl contenders.
Chicken tenders?
Yes. And look at this. We even have the jersey already. Dante Trader wears 29. Not anymore, bud. This is Minkah Fitzpatrick's jersey now. Let me turn this around so people know. Minkah Fitzpatrick, boys. The jersey's coming out of the closet. So, Dylan, they were telling me in the chat that LaMelo Ball got traded and Tyler Hero got traded. That's what I was seeing. Tyler Hero is not going anywhere. The only move I think the Heat make will be bringing in Jonathan Kuminga. That's it.
You know what? I don't mind trading 10 first rounders for LaMelo Ball.
Oh, dude, if we get LaMelo Ball, this is like the greatest day ever.
Yeah. I mean, as a Heat fan, I agree.
And by the way, Jalen Ramsey didn't even want to go to Pittsburgh. He wanted to go back to the West Coast, play for either the Rams, Chargers, 49ers. He may force his way out after year 1 on Pittsburgh. You think that's going to change with Jalen Ramsey? He's always forcing his way out. Ask the Jaguars fans. He forced his way out of Jacksonville. Talk to the Rams fans. Forced his way out of there. And now the Dolphins. You think it's going to change? He's done it 3 times already. He's going to force his way out of Pittsburgh. And you'll be lucky to get maybe at least, he's going to be 32. You'll be lucky to get a 5th rounder for Jalen Ramsey afterwards. He goes down with an injury. He's cooked. Bro was getting cooked all last year. LaMelo Ball. No, they were saying Tyler Hero got traded and we got LaMelo Ball in return. That's probably the only way that trade would work out. Yeah. Zay Flowers to the Dolphins. We don't need Zay Flowers. Y'all gotta stop telling me these fake trades, bro. And I don't even know how this is gonna work in Pittsburgh. You got Darius Slay, Joey Porter, Jalen Ramsey. You can't all play corner. I mean, you're gonna put one of these guys in the slot? I don't see that. Maybe Slay moves the safety for the Steelers? Because that's all I really see. Either Slay or Ramsey's going to move the safety because I think Joey Porter is still considered the cornerback one on this team. Either Slay or Ramsey going to have to move the safety. They should bench Joey Porter? Bench Joey Porter? That's the best. That's their best corner.
That's funny.
I ain't mad. We fleeced the Steelers here. If you think the Dolphins lost this trade, you're out of your damn mind. Out of your mind if you think we lost this trade. LeBron retired. No, he didn't. Dude, Buffalo ain't ready for us. Minkah Fitzpatrick gonna get a pick 6 off of Josh Allen. I think there's more moves to come, though. I don't think Chris Greer's done yet. Steelers, they're probably done. So, multiple teams have called the Falcons asking about the availability of Kyle Pitts. It would be wise for the Dolphins to join that group. That would make sense. I would take that. There was also George Pickens also recently posted something on his story. So yeah, we saw so it was George Pickens who posted this. He wrote at the bottom, very small, "Super happy for you, broski. Back to beautiful places in life, lol." So George Pickens basically referring to Fitzpatrick getting out of Pittsburgh. So I don't know, something going on in Pittsburgh. Who knows?
Mike Tomlin's getting fired.
Mike Tomlin?
Yeah, I think this is his make or break year where he might get fired.
George Pickens, I think, has CTE, so who knows? Oh, and then let me cover this right now.
Tyler, you know Steelers,
I was going to add this to my news video later.
You know Steelers haven't won a playoff game since 2017?
Yeah, I know. They got destroyed by the Browns one year. And Raheem Mostert went on Twitter today. Hold on. I'm covering like half of it. Can you see that? Let me make myself a little bit smaller. Oh, wait. Now it's screwed up over there. Okay, let me... Is this fine? Y'all can read this? Ah, stupid screen. All right, so basically what it says. I'll read it to you. He tweeted today. Actually, let me just go to his Facebook. Where's his page? Oh, here it is. Okay, I could just pull up the tweet itself. All right. So, Raheem Mostert decides to go on Twitter today and wrote, quote tweeting, Jonnu Smith getting traded. Hot take, be a Pro Bowler on the Dolphins. Get treated like shit. Happy for my guy, though. Go ball out. I got some opinions on this, too. First off, Raheem Mostert. We legit paid everybody last year. I don't know what he's talking about, that we treat our Pro Bowlers like shit, quote unquote shit. But last year, I think we remember we extended Ramsey when he didn't deserve it. We extended Tyreek Hill when he didn't deserve it. We also extended guys like Jalen Waddle and Tua. I'm pretty sure we gave Raheem Mostert a new 2-year deal when he didn't deserve it. So I don't know what he's talking about, how we're treating these players like shit. But the way I look at it is we've been taking care of these guys. Jonnu Smith signed a 2-year deal with the Dolphins and wanted to get re-upped. He should have played out his 2-year contract and then asked for an extension. I think when players sign a contract, they should be forced to play throughout that entire extension before asking for another deal. Jonnu had a career year. He knows that he ain't ever doing that again. He traded for LeBron. LeBron's not getting traded, guys. But yeah, I don't know what Raheem Mostert's talking about. Raheem, why don't you focus on the Las Vegas Raiders and worry about not fumbling the ball and losing us games? Hopefully you don't fumble this year and cost your team 2 important games this upcoming season. You should focus on that. Stop thinking about us over in Miami. But yeah, Steelers got mega fleeced. Steelers mega fleeced today. Let's see what the people are saying. Let's see. Who got fleeced in this trade, everyone? Who do you think got fleeced at the end? We're at the Dolphins or the Steelers? Minkah, you're saying Minkah is washed at 28 years old. Let me get this straight. Steelers fans
talking crap that we are treating our players like crap when we've been giving to us so many opportunities to play for us after all. Those concussions he had. How can you say that we are treating our players like crap when we could have got rid of Tua and gave him so many opportunities to?
Exactly. Pachero knows. Hit it right on the dot. Steelers fleeced. Well, of course you would say that. You're a Bills fan. I just don't understand. How could Steelers fans actually say that Minkah is washed and he's 28 years old, but then think that Jalen Ramsey is hitting his prime? Jalen Ramsey is 31 years old. You don't think you gotta wash Jalen Ramsey in return? You think Jalen Ramsey's still an all-pro, Pro Bowl player? Absolutely not. So you can't be calling Minkah Fitzpatrick washed when you just traded for Jalen Ramsey and say he's hitting the prime of his career. That makes no sense. Same with Jonnu. Jonnu peaked with the Dolphins. Jonnu's never putting up those same stats ever again. Tua elevates talent around him.
Tua gets
And what? Jonnu Smith is going to be tight end 3 for the Steelers. They should have gave us Darnell Washington as well. I think Darnell Washington should have been part of the trade. Because now they got 3 tight ends. You can't start all 3 of them unless you're running like 2-3 tight end sets. You got Freiermuth, who will probably be tight end 1 going into this season. Darnell Washington, he's their best blocking tight end, even with the addition of Jonnu. And then you got Jonnu, currently as their tight end 3, so I don't really know how that's going to work out. Washington's a scam if that happens. They don't know. We have Cater Kohu was a beast towards the end of last season. For the Dolphins fans, look at how Cater Kohu performed towards the end of the year. Playing outside, he was a stud. But look at this. You're telling me this man's washed. You're saying a 5-time Pro Bowler, a first-team All-Pro 3 times, 606 combined tackles, 20 interceptions, and 4 pick sixes is washed? Come on now. Stop lying to us. We know Minkah is going to be a Pro Bowler this year. Appreciate all the follows and everyone joining in. I don't know if you just got out of class. Actually, it's the summertime. I don't think anyone is in class right now. But we could see another move made later today. And for those just joining in, if you don't know what the full trade details are, the Steelers got Jalen Ramsey and Jonnu plus a 2027 7th in exchange for Minkah Fitzpatrick and a 2027
How
5th.
come he's a 92 overall in Madden? He would have been downgraded around the 80s if he was doing really bad. Ramsey got downgraded from 97 to 95 and will probably get downgraded more.
So Pachero donated 100 bits. He said, how is Minkah Fitzpatrick washed if he's a 92 overall in Madden? But we're not done yet, guys. I know we don't have any corners or tight ends. We're not done yet. Asante Samuel is waiting to sign with a team. The reason Asante Samuel has not signed yet is because, another tight end that was brought up was Mark Andrews. Mark Andrews could possibly be brought in if the Ravens want to move towards Isaiah Likely being their tight end 1. I mean, I'll take Mark Andrews if the Ravens are looking to move off him. Want to use Isaiah Likely more? Hey, I'm all for it. I'd take Mark Andrews any day of the week.
If that's the case, I'm picking him in fantasy football this year.
Mark Andrews?
No, Isaiah Likely.
Isaiah Likely gonna be a stud.
I actually think he's much better than Mark Andrews, honestly.
But so Asante Samuel, he had a procedure, I believe, around the neck area. Someone could tell me if I'm right or wrong about that, but I believe it was around the neck area. He had a surgery. But he's been meeting with some teams. He's already met with the Dolphins. He's met with the Saints. I know those two teams have shown interest, but he's waiting to get full clearance from his doctor sometime in early July. Could be like the first week of July, but basically he's just waiting to get cleared from his doctor. He has a checkup basically, and then after he goes through the checkup, the doctors clear him. He's gonna then sign with a team. So that's why he's still available on the market. I don't think there's any other reason other than waiting for his checkup on the surgery procedure he went through. Mark Andrews gonna have flashback 2 times every year. I would take Mark Andrews. He only dropped that 1 ball. I would take him. Greg Newsome. I think Greg Newsome got benched on the Browns towards the end of last year, so I don't know if I would want to take someone who got benched by their team. Like, if we trade for someone, another name that's been going around has been Jalen Watson on the Chiefs. Jalen Watson is another name that's been brought up around Dolphin circles. So Jalen Watson I would take. Jalen Watson's a dog. You can watch Jalen Watson highlights as well. But tell them about Jason Marshall Jr. We'll see about Jason Marshall Jr. Jason Marshall Jr. was good his first couple of years in Florida, but his final year, it wasn't the greatest. Cole Kmet. I don't know if the Bears want to move off of Cole Kmet yet. I think Cole Kmet is going to stay on the Bears for 1 season. Bills traded for Jonathan Taylor. They did not. I think if I had to put money on it, it's either going to be Michael Mayer or Kyle Pitts as the Dolphins' new tight end. Which, if you look at it, would you rather have Michael Mayer / Kyle Pitts and Minkah Fitzpatrick, or Jonnu Smith and Jalen Ramsey? It's basically how you look at it. Plus a 5th, and we give up a 7th. Cap for Life, what's up? I saw you earlier in the Dive Bar podcast stream. Had their eye on Raiders, Michael Mayer. Yep. Michael Mayer. We'll see if it's Michael Mayer or Kyle Pitts. I think Michael Mayer definitely is a better fit for the Dolphins, but obviously won't be mad if we get Kyle Pitts either. Let me see. And you can't forget, all those receptions that Jonnu Smith got last year, it's all going to go towards the wide receivers, including Nick Westbrook-Akine, who we just brought in, because Nick Westbrook is a dog. We just brought him in. Plus, I know we want to get Malik Washington more involved in the offense this year. I know they're high on Malik Washington, so I think he's going to have a solid year. So let's see. So if we got Michael Mayer, how old is he? I mean, I would just take that 5th round pick we got. Just get Michael Mayer. 23 years old. So we would get a 23-year-old Michael Mayer and would have gotten rid of a 30-year-old Jonnu Smith. So yeah, they've shown interest in Michael Mayer, which former 35th overall pick. I don't know what his stats have looked like these past 2 years, but he's definitely taken a backseat. Yeah, he only had 21 receptions, 156 yards, not a single touchdown, but that's because Brock Bowers was taking all the catches away in the tight end room. And then Kyle Pitts. Let me see what Kyle Pitts did last year. The only thing I don't like about Kyle Pitts is his blocking ability. If Kyle Pitts was a better blocker, I would be ecstatic about him. I mean, he still put up 600 yards, 4 touchdowns. He's still pretty young, though. Kyle Pitts, only 24, going to be 25, so you can't really go wrong. They're both going to be fairly young if we were to bring them in. You see the Colin Sexton trade? I did. That was actually a interesting trade between the Hornets and Jazz. Yeah, but we fleeced them. ESPN gave us an A. Who's us? Let me see. Minkah is washed. Oh, yeah, I saw that, Pachero. No, I saw that.
Fitzpatrick is washed. How come he's a 92 overall in Madden? He would have been downgraded around the 80s if he was
exactly
doing really bad. Ramsey got downgraded from 97 to 95 and will probably get downgraded more.
Let me see Minkah Fitzpatrick's latest season. Where's his stats? Wasn't he a Pro Bowler this past season? He had 1 interception the past 2 years. They're probably not even using him correctly anymore. He was a Pro Bowler this past season. What the hell do you mean he was washed? Steelers fans like, Minkah Fitzpatrick's washed. Legit made the Pro Bowl last 3 years. What the hell are y'all talking about? He's washed. Made the Pro Bowler. Was a Pro Bowler last year. The fudge? I thought he didn't make the Pro Bowl. That's why y'all were saying he was washed. What, because he didn't get the interceptions you were looking for? Only had 1 interception? He only played 10 games last year. Look, and he consistently plays. Every year in Pittsburgh. So 2019, played every single game. 2020, all 16. 21, all 16. Missed 1 game in 22. Missed 7 games in 23. And then played all 17. So he plays. He don't miss games. That's another good thing about this trade. He doesn't miss games. He only missed games in 1 year. He probably sat the final game because they already made the playoffs. But he doesn't miss games either. They be sleeping on him. Y'all are... It's probably just the Steelers fans that are shitting on Minkah Fitzpatrick. Let's see. Let's take a look at some Minkah Fitzpatrick highlights. Is there any from this past season? There we go. Yep, that's good enough. Yo, Earl, appreciate the gifts. Thank you, everyone, for the gifts in the chat. I appreciate it. We're live after the Blockbuster trade that went down today. What's your Twitter account? It is I am Tyler TNT, because I couldn't make my name anything else, as they win. It has to be like a certain amount of characters. So it's I am Tyler TNT. Whoa! We just had a huge hockey trade. Mitch Marner traded to the Golden Knights with an 8-year extension in place. Golden Knights traded for Mitch Marner, for any hockey fans out there. Imagine if we got TJ Watt too. That would have been hilarious. So Darius Slay wondering what's taking the Jets so long to pay Sauce Gardner. Maybe they're trying to trade him. I mean, that's what they're trying to do. Let's take a look at Minkah. Let's see if he's actually washed. Oh, seen already tackling Bijan Robinson. Look at this. Look at that. What a read. How much ground he covers. Trade Sauce to Miami. We don't need that bum. He don't even focus on football. He's more worried about dating Ice Spice. Look at that. Minkah's one of the best safeties in football. Like, he's reading these quarterbacks with ease. He knows where they're going to go with the ball. And he could tackle. No need to worry about him trying to tackle Derrick Henry. I mean, no one can tackle Henry. Tackling Mims? Try to get stiff arm? Says hell no? Brings him down? Against the Chargers? Stops him to force a 4th down? Cooper DeJean can tackle Henry. That's it. They're saying Minkah can't tackle. All I'm seeing is him making tackles. Like, look at this. Just unloads it. Probably swats it away. What, he swatted away here? Yeah, swatted that away. Look at that. Even Romo thought should have caught it. Minkah swats that shit away. I think I should give away a Minkah Fitzpatrick jersey this offseason. What do we think? When Fitzpatrick jerseys drop? Who wants a Fitzpatrick jersey? I might have to give one to one of my lucky followers. We'll run a giveaway. Look at that. Minkah. Beautiful. Let's see. Look at Minkah right there. Look at him. Look at him. Read him. Stopping him at the 1. Got that dog in him. Almost got it loose too. Whew. Possible trade. Tyreek for Michael Wilson, Trey McBride. I wish. Danny Dimes. Wide open. Look at that. And by the way, Minkah is better than Javon Holland right now. So we upgraded the safety room now. Stop that. Stopped right before first forcing a turnover. Minkah comes up in the biggest of plays. Look at that. Minkah knows he's close to the first down marker. Stops him right before. Oh, I cannot wait to see Minkah back in a Dolphins jersey. Hype me up, boys. I'm ready. Minkah is a genius on the field. He's going to be used like Kyle Hamilton on the field. He's going to be used all over the place. Tackling Jamar Chase. Stopped a touchdown there. Saquon, one of the best running backs in the league. Minkah takes him down with ease. Reads it perfectly. Again? Stops Barkley behind the line of scrimmage. Plus, we'll have Bradley Chubb and Jalen Phillips back with the addition of Kenneth Grant. This defense about to go off this year. Stop Zay Flowers from making the catch. That's a great play. Zay Flowers, one of the best receivers in all of football. Throwing him to the ground. And he gets to Lamar, tackles Lamar. Lamar, one of the hardest quarterbacks to take down, and Minkah can't tackle. Remember they were saying that, LeMayo? Saying Minkah can't tackle. Do your homework. Watch Minkah Fitzpatrick highlights.
My dog ate my homework.
They said he can't tackle. We just watched him take down Lamar, Saquon Barkley. Two of the hardest players to tackle. I did a short on the trade. I'll check it out if I can find it. Oh, picked off Lamar. Should have been MVP and picked him off. That was a terrible throw by Lamar, I ain't gonna lie. That shouldn't have been a pick. That was just a terrible throw by Lamar Jackson. Tyreek in a second for Garrett Wilson and Sauce. I think Tyreek, if he gets traded, it'll be towards the trade deadline. Jets are geniuses. I mean, the Steelers, they just have a 1-year window at this point. They don't win with Rodgers. They're cooked. Like, then they would probably just have to reset as a team and just get rid of Jalen Ramsey right away. Because there would be no point in having a 32-year-old. Worthy read it like a book. Sees right away. Reads it instantly. They knew they were going towards Xavier Worthy. Stops the first down. Look at all that ground he covers. I don't remember having a player like that. You want to see, Steelers fans, you want to see the Jalen Ramsey you're getting? I'll show you the Jalen Ramsey you're getting. I'll show you some of Jalen Ramsey's highlights from last year. So we got Brian Thomas Jr. here, absolutely cooking Jalen Ramsey. Would have caught a touchdown, but a pass interference happened and ended up dropping it. Right here, Easy touchdown. Brian Thomas Jr. scored his first ever touchdown against Jalen. Look at that. Gets behind him for a touchdown. And one of the worst plays I ever saw against Marvin Harrison Jr. Marvin Harrison made him look like burnt toast out there. Look at this right here. Top of your screen. You'll see him absolutely cook Jalen Ramsey instantly. Off the get off. Look at that. It's wide open over here. Wide open. Look at all that space. Easy touchdown. Too easy for Marvin Harrison Jr.
Kyler Murray lets it rip. End zone. Harrison. What a catch.
That's the Jalen Ramsey they're getting. We've any other news happen today? Juan Thornhill, you're cooked, bruh. So, Brad Marchand officially returning to the Panthers. For anyone that likes hockey. Brad Marchand. Brad Marchand. 6-year extension with the Panthers. Damn, maybe I'll make a hockey video later today. Maybe I'll drop a hockey video. Y'all want a hockey video? But hey, if there's any Dolphins fans that are in the Discord, let me talk to some of you guys over in the Discord. If you're not in the Discord, make sure to join our Discord server. It's linked in my bio over on TikTok. If you're a Dolphins fan, Steelers fan, let me know. Let me talk to some of y'all in the Discord. So if you want to join, talk to me about the trade that went down earlier today, I'm all ears. I'm going to be under general if anyone wants to hop in. Let me know their thoughts about the trade. So let me turn it on so you can hear me. Microphone output. And let me go through my headphones. I think this is it. So yeah, I'll be in here in the general server. If anyone wants to hop in, talk to me about the trade. Discord linked in my bio. Water Cheetah, what's up?
What's good?
So, how we feel about the trade? First off, are you a Dolphins-Steelers fan or neither?
I'm a Ravens fan, but...
A Ravens fan? All right, you know what?
Yeah.
Let me hear your reaction to this trade. Wrecker, I'm going to mute you for a second. We're going to do one at a time. I'm going to just mute everyone else. All right. Let me get through this. We're waiting for this sound to play. How long is this sound? How long is this sound? Kirby Joseph not traded. Nope. All right, Water Cheetah, you still with me?
Yeah.
All right, so as an outsider looking in, he's a Ravens fan, for those that just joined.
I think the Steelers got fleeced.
All right, and let me know why. Why do you think they got fleeced in this trade that went down earlier today?
Because Jalen Ramsey's old and Minkah Fitzpatrick is young, and he's one of the best safeties.
And how do you think Minkah Fitzpatrick performed whenever they were taking on your Ravens? Like, did Minkah Fitzpatrick ever pop out to you in any way during the games?
Pop out?
Like, was he like someone that like you kept hearing his name, getting called, making plays on the field against you guys?
Not really.
No? Damn,
Yeah.
but you think the Dolphins won this trade?
Yeah, because the Steelers already had 2 okay corners.
Joey
Now
Porter
Steelers
Jr.
fans And Steelers fans keep thinking that they're gonna win something with the wash Ramsey. If this was like 4 years ago, then they might have won the trade.
So Ravens fans aren't worried about Jalen Ramsey and Jonnu Smith coming to Pittsburgh.
No, the only reason the Steelers even traded for him is because we got Jair, the better corner when he's healthy.
Jair Alexander, the better cornerback than Jalen Ramsey at this point in their careers.
I mean, when he plays, he's a really good corner. It's just that he gets injured a lot. But we have two good corners, so we don't need them all the time anyways.
I agree with that. I think the Steelers wanted to try to match what the Ravens did and bring in a top-tier corner.
We
Yeah.
did get rid of Kyle Hamilton.
Yeah, you didn't have to give up anyone good.
We only signed him to a 6-year deal.
Yeah.
Or, I mean, not a 6-year deal, $6 million deal. They have to take on $25 million in cap.
Yeah, no, that makes sense.
Corner.
Yeah, we got some people in the chat saying Ravens gang.
Anyways, that's what I think.
Well, awesome. I appreciate your take about today's trade.
I'm gonna hop off.
All right, let's see who else we got. Let's get... Who's the second one to join? Oh, let's get Wrecker.
Yes, sir.
Wrecker, talk to me.
What's up?
Who do you think won today's trade, Steelers or Ravens?
I think the Steelers got fleeced by the Dolphins.
Yes, sir. And why is that? Why do you think they got fleeced?
It was a system tight end, and Ramsey should be playing safety, but he's not. He's washed.
They're going to have to move either Jalen Ramsey or Darius Slay now to safety. I think it may be more likely they move Darius Slay to safety just because he's 33. He's probably more washed than Jalen Ramsey at this point.
Oh, they're both very washed.
Wrecker, are you a Dolphins fan?
Not alive.
Oh, you're a Lions fan. See?
Yes, sir.
So 2 people already. We had a Ravens fan and a Lions fan, both saying that the Dolphins fleeced the Steelers. So I think it's just Steelers Nation saying they fleeced. They're the only ones. The code is invalid. Might have to give you guys a new code. I'll post another code. Maybe either during the stream or after. Actually, I'll grab it right now. But Wrecker, any other thoughts on today's trade that went down?
They got fleeced. Easy.
Absolute fleeced. As simple as that.
Yes, sir. Don't let Dog talk. Don't let him talk.
Oh, no. I don't let the Steelers fans worry me. I'll probably go to Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, let them know what's up. I'll show up to Monday Night Football.
Nah,
With my
Raw tonight.
Minkah Fitzpatrick. Oh, yeah, Raw's on tonight. Maybe I'll come back and stream Monday Night Raw if the people want it.
Pull up 2 Raw.
I'll pull up 2 Raw? Where is it tonight?
Ooh, what'd you think of Liv Morgan's injury?
Oh, don't even get me started. That's my mommy right there.
For real.
All right, Wrecker. Appreciate you for joining.
Mm-hmm. Gotcha.
All right. Talk to you soon. All right, let's see what else. Let's go Red Beat. Red Beat.
All right, hello.
So I obviously know you're a big-time Colts fan, so who do you think won today's trade and why?
How much I hate it, I have to say the Dolphins won.
Okay, and why is that?
Jalen Ramsey, he's washed.
That's what I'm trying to tell the people. They don't want to listen. They refuse to listen to me. You saw Jalen Ramsey getting burnt by 2 rookie wide receivers last year in both Marvin Harrison and Brian Thomas.
Yeah.
And now he's got to cover Jamar Chase twice a year, Zay Flowers twice a year, and Jerry Jeudy, I think he's going to have a great season.
Yeah, when I went to the game
No, you
last
won't.
year, I'm
Whoa,
pretty
whoa,
sure
whoa.
Michael Pittman cooked him.
Yeah. Michael Pittman, he probably did it. It wouldn't have surprised me. He was getting cooked a lot.
Yeah,
But you know your team's losing week 1, right?
probably, yeah. He never went on week 1 anyway.
Please start Daniel Jones against us. I want Minkah to get a pick 6.
Bills.
Well, I'm going to the game.
Whoa, it's not your time yet, Sunset. I'll come to you soon. All right, what was that, Red Beat?
I'm going to the game week 1.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Well, enjoy the game, and we'll hopefully beat you guys.
They're gonna win.
Awesome.
Never win
Hey,
week 1.
that's all I want. That's all I want.
All right, talk to you later.
All right,
Bye.
I'll talk to you later, Red Beat. Good luck to your Colts. All right, let's see. Who should we go for? Let's go Jack. Yo, Jack, talk to me.
Yo, what's up, Tyler?
Are you a Dolphins
I think
fan?
the Dolphins? No. I'm a Lions fan.
Okay, another Lions fan. Who
Yes,
won
sir.
today's trade?
I think the Dolphins easily won that trade because, they're getting Minkah Fitzpatrick back. And Jalen Ramsey's just not the same guy he used to be.
I agree with that. You see Jalen Ramsey was getting burnt constantly last year.
It'll be really interesting, though, to see DK and Ramsey on the same squad. See if
Yeah.
they can, put their
Doesn't
differences aside.
DK hate Ramsey?
Yeah, he hates him, bro.
Yeah, so we'll have to see how that works out. They got a bunch of players with I don't even know how you would describe their attitudes, like all big-headed. Would you say like Aaron Rodgers, DK
That's just
kind
that
of?
whole division.
Yeah,
That's just that whole division.
they're not a team. They're a team filled with individuals. Egotistical is a good word. DC gave it to me. Egotistical players on the team. Yeah, that's how I would describe the Steelers squad. But we'll see if it works out for them. I still probably have the Ravens winning that division. I do like the Bengals a lot too, but that defense, very suspect.
Yeah. It would have been bad if they kept Pickens.
Oh, George Pickens. Dude, I would love to be in that locker room if George Pickens was still there.
There would be fights every practice.
Yeah, but you know what? Maybe Rodgers takes both DK and Jalen Ramsey both to ayahuasca this year. They'll go
Maybe.
feel like butterflies or whatever
We're going to go into
you're saying. Go on a darkness retreat. Exactly.
I mean, since I'm a Lions fan, I hate Aaron Rodgers with my whole soul.
Yeah.
I just hate him.
I used to like Rodgers, but then all the off the field stuff started to come out. It was towards the end of his tenure with the Packers I started not to be a fan of him. Just because of the way he was.
Apparently, people dug up records and they're saying he faked his marriage that he just announced because it doesn't say he's married on the record.
Yeah. His parents were saying that they think it was a fake marriage that went on. They don't even think he got married.
Yeah.
Plus, he doesn't talk to his family. What's up with that?
Yeah, he's just not a family man, bro.
Yeah. Well, hey, Jack,
All right, I'm
appreciate
gonna
you
go.
for joining in. All
Yeah,
right.
No problem, bro.
Let's see who else we
peace
got.
out.
Peace out, man. Let's see who else we got. We can go towards... Let's go Justin Jefferson, a Vikings fan. Justin Jefferson.
Yeah, look good, Tyler.
What's up? Who won today's trade?
Oh, Miami all the way. Miami all the way.
What is that? 4 or 5 people in a row? Saying that Miami won? Why do you think the Dolphins won today's trade?
You got young players for old Washington Ramsey. That's a good trade. And, Ramsey wasn't a loyal Dolphins. Dolphin player.
Jalen Ramsey hasn't been loyal.
You guys are just better off without him.
Yeah. I mean, Jalen Ramsey wasn't loyal to any of the 3 teams he's been on in his career, so what's going to make him be loyal towards the Steelers now? He doesn't need to be loyal.
He won't.
Yeah, he won't. 100% agree with you. But Jets, good luck to your Vikings this year. I have high hopes for JJ McCarthy.
Oh, yeah. I hope he really pops off.
Yep, 100%. All right.
Yankees suck, by the way.
Oh, get out of here. Yep. Gets muted after that. How dare you go after my Yankees like that? Next, who should we go after next? Let's go Josiah. Josiah, what's good?
Yep.
Talk to me.
My mom's actually a Yankees fan.
Let's go Yankees. Tell her I said let's go Yanks. They turned it up last night. So, Josiah, who won the trade?
I think the Dolphins easily won this trade. All right.
See?
Like, I'm pretty sure Jalen Ramsey cost like $25 million or something around there.
Yeah, I think he's around like 26.6. I think.
Yeah, and they're like.
Yeah, go ahead.
I think they're getting a younger and better player for cheap. For cheaper than Jalen Ramsey.
Yeah, I mean, 28-year-old guy, 3-time All-Pro, 4-time Pro Bowler. Jalen Ramsey, this was like the first year in a while where he didn't make the Pro Bowl. So that's all you really need to know about how both their seasons went last year. Oh, sounds like NBA free agency starts in 30. I thought free agency started already for the NBA. Guess I was wrong. Jose, you're a Dolphins fan?
No, I'm an Eagles fan.
A who? Eagles?
Yeah.
Where's all the Dolphins fans at?
You don't have any Dolphins fans.
Shut up, Josiah. That's it. You're getting muted for that. Thanks for joining in. Let's see. Who else we got? Let's go with Navy. Oh, wait. Navy, you here? Hello? All right. Let's go to Tua Fins. Let's get a Dolphins fan. Tua Fins, talk to me.
What's up, bro?
How are we feeling about today's trade?
Oh, I'm hyped, dude. I'm freaking hyped. Come on, Minkah Fitzpatrick back in the Aqua.
Damn straight. Do you have a Minkah jersey like me?
Damn straight I do.
Oh, yeah? You got one during his rookie season?
Yeah, I did, dude. Of course, Brian Flores had to get rid of him because, he stinks, but...
It was all Brian Flores' fault.
Right?
It was all Brian Flores' fault. But now he's back. He should work well with Mike McDaniel, but definitely with Anthony Weaver. Everyone in the locker room respects Weaver.
Top 5.
Weaver is that guy. If we were to fire Mike McDaniel, I would not be mad making Anthony Weaver the head coach.
Yeah, dude, that's what I was saying. I said if McDaniel gets fired, I want Weaver to be the head coach. We need a physical guy. We need someone who can build presence, build strength in the locker room. That's what we need. Not a
Yeah.
dude like McDaniel. No offense, though.
Yeah, McDaniel is a bit like a softie. He might be trying to get a little hard. Pause right there, because he has been cursing during his press conferences recently, which we haven't seen in the past.
Yeah, but going on to the trade, dude, I want to say the Dolphins won, and if you say otherwise, I think you're pretty delusional. The Steelers get a corner, which they didn't.
Hey, whoa.
They already had...
Whoa. Hold on. Sorry about that. What the hell was that? Did you hear that?
What?
Never mind. Go ahead.
Yeah, I said the Steelers get a corner, which, I don't really think they needed. Darius Slay, Joey Porter. They didn't really need Minkah either. Bishop is coming off a really good year, and then Elliott is as well. But, as it stands as a player, I'd much rather have Minkah over Ramsey anyway, because he's cheaper, younger. First of all, I know he's took a step down, but Ramsey, if we're saying Minkah's taking a step down, Ramsey's taking a leap down.
Yeah.
And what I want to say is that Minkah is by far, he's not cheaper, but he's cheaper at the standpoint it stands right now. And Ramsey, we only had to pay $7 million for this year, and then after that, Steelers got to pay $20 million this year, and then 27 next year. That's terrible.
Yeah.
They won't be able to pay nobody. That's a terrible contract to take on. Jonnu's not going to reproduce like that in Pittsburgh, especially with the other two tight ends. I think it was a fleece, to be honest with you.
Yeah, and what are they going to do with TJ Watt now? They now got to pay Jalen Ramsey, which I think he's making only a little bit more than Minkah Fitzpatrick. The contracts might just
Yeah, it's 5 more.
even out. Yeah, so the contracts basically just even out with each other. But now they're adding another $12 million to the books after giving Jonnu Smith an extension to be on the team.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. 12 million for a backup tight end is, I think, pretty ridiculous. And honestly, DK Metcalf was a good move. I know this is completely unrelated, but
Yeah.
paying him 30 million for a barely top 10 guy, I thought was ridiculous. I mean, go pay TJ Watt. What the hell are you doing?
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what happens with TJ Watt now. I don't know. He's not a lock to play for the Steelers anymore this year after these moves were made.
Yeah, let me get Kyle Pitts.
Kyle Pitts?
Get Kyle Pitts. Come on.
You want Pitts? How about Michael Mayer?
Michael Mayer, honestly, like you said, I think he would fit our scheme a little better. But
Mm-hmm.
I mean, Jonnu Smith is basically just an older, smaller Kyle Pitts. If Jonnu can go for 880 and 8 touchdowns with the Dolphins, I think Kyle Pitts could go for 1,200.
Yeah, and some people in the chat are bringing up Jalen Conyers, so can't be sleeping on him, the undrafted free agent. Conyers could be a dog for us.
Dude. I've seen that a lot.
Conyers may be a dog for us. That's an underrated guy right there.
Nah, he could be. I've been seeing him a lot. I also really like, what's his name? Dante Trader, the safety. Him and Minkah are going to be elite.
Yeah, Trader's wearing 29 right now. He's going to have to give Minkah that number, 29.
Yeah, I can't see Minkah wearing anything else. Trader can go to like 15 or no,
Yeah.
Phillips.
Because like it just like it works out for the fans because like I'd assume like a handful of us still have Minkah Fitzpatrick jerseys, including me. So
he was amazing for us, and then of course 2 games into the season, we want to put him at slot corner, and he's had enough of it. So
yeah, Minkah was 39 with the Steelers, but I think in college he wore 29 with the Dolphins, 29, but then he finally switched to 39 with the Steelers. I think 29 was taken at the time. But hopefully Dante Trader does us this solid and gives Minkah number 29 so I don't have to buy another Minkah jersey.
yeah, I don't know if I can do that. 2? Come on now. Just
All right.
give him the 29. What are we doing?
Yeah, so I was just asked a question in the chat. How do you have a jersey already? Minkah Fitzpatrick was drafted to the Dolphins. He's already been a Dolphin, everyone. He was a Dolphin for 1 season. Then requested a trade out of there, got a first-round pick from the Steelers, played for the Steelers for these past couple of years, now traded back to the Dolphins. So this is his second time
Just
with the Dolphins.
The jersey. He knew
I pre-ordered. So actually, I ordered this yesterday. I actually got a call from Chris Greer himself. He said we were trading for Minkah, so I just got the jersey pre-ordered. 1 day shipping, is that what they do? I did 1 day shipping from Amazon. That's what I ended up doing. But hey,
Yeah, that's what he did, bro.
I appreciate your intake. Tua
Of
Fins.
course, bro. Had to lay some knowledge.
What's your name? It says Tua Fins.
Oh yeah, bro. Huge Tua fan. Although don't give him any more CTE.
Yeah.
He's able to read the plays.
No, but what's your actual name? Or you want to keep that a secret?
Oh, my actual name? It's Will.
Will, my guy. Appreciate you for coming on. Hey,
Of course, bro. Much love.
if any more trades break, you may see me go live again. I'll have you guys come in to the Discord. We could chat it up.
Give me Pitts, man.
Yeah, if Pitts or Mayer get traded, we'll definitely
talk. Top 2. Don't give me Andrews.
Maybe we'll trade for both.
All right, but again, he'd probably cost more, and we don't have the money. So.
Yep. Well, I appreciate you for coming on, Will.
Of course, bro.
All right, let's hope for another trade soon.
Yes, sir.
Fins up. All right, let's see who else. Let's go with Dog Lover's been in here for a while. Dog Lover.
Yo, is my mic working?
Yes, sir. I can hear you. Are you a Buccaneers fan?
Yeah.
Yeah, I see Bucky Irvin as your profile picture. Who do you think won today's trade?
So, hear me out. The Steelers, 1 short-term, Dolphins, 1 long-term.
Oh, I can live with that.
Because, look, right now, Ramsey and Jonnu, short-term, yes, that's a decent package for Minkah. And I'd say they go like 10-7. But long-term, Minkah's like 28, Jalen's like 31, Jonnu's like 31 as well.
Yeah.
I think Jonnu's on an expiring deal after this year.
I think they gave him a new extension today. I could be wrong. I think it was a 2-year deal, giving him $12 million per year. I might be wrong though.
Because like I have to look at the fact like y'all didn't give up much for Ramsey.
Yeah. I think we gave up it was a third.
You pretty much turned Hunter Long in a third into Minkah Fitzpatrick.
Yeah, so I don't know how anyone could hate on this trade for the Dolphins.
It's like if you gave like a bag for Ramsey, yeah, it would have been different. But like,
yeah, I mean, sorry, go ahead.
You got the first from Minkah to begin with for the Steelers, and then you get him back for a guy you gave up. Pretty much traded a first for a third, if you look at it.
Yeah. I mean, as long as Minkah is willing to play for the Dolphins, I believe he will. I think the problem was more Brian Flores, which is why he didn't want to play for him. Yeah.
Here, like straight up, if I'm like I wanted the Bucs to go get Ramsey from y'all, I would have straight up said if I'm Jason Lynch and the Bucs, third round pick.
Yeah.
I would be willing to give up for Ramsey.
Yeah, but I mean, I think you guys drafted a corner, Benjamin Morrison, right? In the second?
Yeah, that was before the draft.
Yeah, that was a great pick. I was big Benjamin Morrison guy.
Here's the thing. I think the Dolphins may honestly, I think after that trade, move on from Tyreek and you're good. You're in really good shape.
How about we'll give you Tyreek for Emeka Egbuka?
No.
Worth a try.
We're good at
All right, Dog Lover. Appreciate you for joining in and giving your intake on today's trade.
Yeah.
I'll talk to you soon, all right?
All right. Go Bucs.
Said go Bucks at the end. All right. Who else we got? I want to try to get someone who is waiting here. Let's go. Hero 2004. What's up? Are you here?
Yeah, I'm here, Tyler. Hello.
Yo, what's up?
Doing great.
What do you think of today's trade? Who won? And are you a Dolphins or Steelers fan at all?
Well, I have an aunt who is a Steelers fan, so I think that the Dolphins have a really good trade because I saw Fitzpatrick. I saw the highlights of him. He was one of the best defense players for the 2024 season.
Yeah, he was also a Pro Bowler this past season.
Yeah.
I don't think many people...
I will admit, he's really good.
Yeah. Give me 1 sec. Guys, for the people over on TikTok, the Discord is linked in my bio. Just click on the link tree, scroll down a bit, and you'll see the Discord link. All right, but go ahead, Hero.
All right, so... I feel really confident for Jalen Ramsey. I'm pretty sure he'll do good in Pittsburgh since I always have respect for Pittsburgh and all that.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Yeah, Mike Tomlin should get him right.
Very well. Yeah, Mike Tomlin's a really good head coach. He has always had, like, really good records, like, always winning records for, like, many years.
Listen, if you weren't with the Steelers at 9-8, don't join on the bandwagon when they go 9-8 once again.
Well, to be honest, and with Fitzpatrick on the Dolphins, I have a feeling that this could trigger some Bills fans, but I think Fitzpatrick is going to get Josh Allen's ass.
Yes, sir. I love to hear it.
Yes.
I love that. Josh Allen is done for. He's cooked. When Minkah's running after him, Minkah, Chubb coming back, and Jalen Phillips, they ain't ready.
Yeah, we'll see how well the trade really goes, but I think that's a big W for that.
Yep. Well, hey, Hero, appreciate you for giving me your intake on today's trade that went down.
No problem. It was nice talking to you today. Well, anyways,
that's
it for now. I'll see you guys next time. Y'all have a good night. Y'all
Yes,
have
sir.
a good rest of the day, wherever you are at. Doesn't matter. Everywhere. You'll have a good day.
You as well, Hero. Thanks for coming on. Appreciate you. All right, let's see who else we got. I think we heard from Bama Waddle already, right? Bama Waddle, did we hear from you already?
No.
All right, let's get your take. Bama fan, I'm assuming?
Yeah, Bama and Dolphins.
Oh, so big time Minkah guy. I mean, you know Minkah went to Bama for a couple of years, won a natty with Tua, by the way. Him and Tua won the national championship together. What do you think of today's trade that went down earlier? What was your reaction when you first saw it, and who do you think ended up winning that trade?
This low-key reminds me of the Luka trade.
Luka Doncic.
It's like we traded 2 old guys for like one guy entering his prime.
Mm-hmm.
And then everyone's talking about like, bro, he's washed. He's really not. He's
Yeah.
like a Pro Bowler. So Dolphins probably won this. I thought we could have gotten Darnell Washington, but we didn't, which is okay. We can get Michael Mayer or Kyle Pitts or someone.
Mm-hmm.
And they took on Ramsey's contract too, which is also a big W.
Yeah.
Storm Duck at CP1. And then the receivers get more because Jonnu Smith took up most of the receptions now. Like the Dolphins receivers get that. So like Malik and
Nick Westbrook now on the team. He'll probably score those 8 touchdowns that Jonnu's got for us. I mean, I think Nick Westbrook was like top 3 in touchdowns this year, so that's going to be our red zone threat. I think we're going to see a lot of Nick Westbrook in the end zone this year. And hopefully more of Waddle. We need Waddle to score some more touchdowns. All right.
I hope Waddle gets more, like, better stats than Tyreek.
Yeah. I think it's going to happen. Maybe not right away, but towards the end of the season, I could see Waddle putting up better stats than Tyreek. But Bama Waddle, great hearing from you. Now let's go to Flock Minkah. We got Flock Minkah in the chat. Is that
hello?
Is that Jalen Ramsey in your profile picture?
Yeah.
All right, so what was your reaction to the trade? And
So at first, cause when I woke up at like 11, I saw the trade, and I saw Jalen Ramsey. I'm like, oh no. And then at first I thought it was like bad, but then I saw the details, and then I liked it.
Yeah.
First we get Minkah back, and then Jalen Ramsey was acting like a diva, and he's already out of his prime and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But and I have my Jalen Ramsey profile because he's one of my favorite players of all time.
Oh, is he?
And it's sad to see him go, but I guess we have to move on.
But hey, we got Minkah back. The return of Minkah.
Yeah,
we got the return of Minkah Fitzpatrick.
Yeah.
It was interesting to see. I didn't expect anything like this to happen. I mean, I was just gearing up for NBA free agency, which people have been telling me starts in like 12 minutes.
Yeah, I thought that trade was good, but when I saw that they added Jonnu onto it, I didn't like it, to be honest.
Yeah.
For a late round swap. We should have added Jonnu. We should have just left it at that. But
I mean,
I think Michael Mayer would suit us definitely.
Yeah, I mean, the way the details came out, you would see that Jalen Ramsey was traded. That was the first part that came out because Jalen Ramsey announced it himself over on Twitter. So we had that for like 5-10 minutes and had all Dolphins fans wondering what we got in return. And then the next domino fell, hearing that Minkah Fitzpatrick was traded back to us. And then another 5 to 10 minutes later, we hear that Jonnu Smith was then traded to the Steelers. So
yeah, exactly.
it was definitely a huge trade. Wait, what's that? Nope. He's a Bills fan.
We should have.
Damn.
Yo, mute that guy.
Go ahead. Yeah, I'm muting them.
Holy youngster.
How many people are there? All right, keep going. Did I mute him by accident? Oh no, just the internet connection. I can hear you now.
So I'll be really happy. I would be really happy with this trade because first off, we we have a like our cornerback room is like really bad. So I would be happy if we sign either Rousseau Douglas or like Asante Samuel Jr. to replace Ramsey.
Mm-hmm.
And it would be even better for both. But like yeah, our safety room is fine right now. I guess I could go with Ashton Davis. I can move with Ashton Davis.
Yeah, Ashton Davis, he might be a dog this year. The Jets rarely used him, but when he did play, he performed well.
And
Plus,
if I had to back, he's a solid backup. He just gets injured a lot.
plus you can't forget about Dante Trader, who we just drafted.
Oh yeah, he
And
has potential.
who was the safety we drafted last year? He was a rookie. He was also a safety.
I forgot.
What's his name?
Yeah.
Anyone in the chat remember the safety we drafted last year? It was like the 5th round. Forgot his
was
name.
it?
Damn.
Yeah.
Minka's Choi Palomalu 2.0. Patrick McMorris. Dang. Thank you, Evan. Yeah, Patrick McMorris.
Oh yeah, Patrick McMorris. Wasn't he hurt like the whole year?
I believe so. So he didn't really play much.
I think I only saw him play in the preseason.
Yeah. He should probably get more playing time this upcoming year.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. But hey, I appreciate you.
Yeah, for sure. Keep up with the content, bro. I like it.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you for joining in. So let's see.
Bye.
Let me talk to Joey. Joey, your Bills are screwed, bruh.
Dude, no, they're not.
Josh Allen
They're better than the Dolphins.
is so cooked. Josh Allen is mid. He should not have won the MVP. You know that MVP should have went to Lamar Jackson this year. Lamar should have won. Lamar is better than Josh Allen.
Lamar should have won it. Not gonna lie, Lamar.
And your running back don't even want to be there, Joey.
The NFL just.
All right, let's see how much time we have. Let's get one more caller to join in. So let's go with, I saw Garland for a while. Garland!
Yo, what's up?
What's up? You'll probably be the last person I talk to today as NBA free agency is about to kick off very soon. But let me know what you thought about today's trade. Are you a Dolphins or Steelers fan at all, or just a outsider looking in?
I'm a Dolphins fan.
Okay. So what was your reaction to today's trade? And how do you feel about what went down?
Hold on. I need to mute some people because they keep.
Oh, yeah, you can do that real quick. Yeah, it happens. Stay on for free agency? No, I gotta go eat dinner now. All right, go ahead.
So I think we won that trade, yeah?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Why would you say that?
The Steelers, they basically have like a win now roster because everyone's got very old.
Mm-hmm.
And we had our safety's younger.
How much do you want?
And we could trade for replacements that are younger than Jonnu and Ramsey.
Yeah. I mean, 28-year-old safety, Pro Bowler. Plus, we get the guy that we drafted back in the first round. I mean, how could anyone hate this? And we all knew Jalen Ramsey wasn't going to return. I mean, it was obvious at this point. Like, we all knew he was going to be shipped out somewhere, so. But the fact that we got Minkah and not just like a random third, fourth, or I don't think we wouldn't have gotten third because he's like 31, about to be 32, but like maybe a fourth or fifth. I mean, would you have preferred a fourth or fifth round pick, or Minkah Fitzpatrick is basically how you got to look at it? But it makes sense. Yeah, if Pitts or Mayer end up getting traded, I think Greer is still in the lab cooking. I could see us maybe another trade going down either tonight or later this week. Who knows? It'll be interesting to see. We still gotta get another corner too, whether it's Asante Samuel Jr., Rasul Douglas, or if we end up trading for another corner. Maybe Jalen Watson. Douglas? I wouldn't mind Douglas. Just something. We need something added to the cornerback room now.
Yeah. I guess I saw something in like saying that like McDaniel was like begging for the CB room to like help him out.
Yeah. No, we need some corners. Asante Samuel would be huge.
Oh yeah.
If we get Asante Samuel, oh, I'm ready for this season.
Yeah.
They got, like, I wasn't hyped up about this season at the beginning, but from the moves we've been making, I'm hyped.
Yeah, that's exactly how I felt.
Plus our preseason games are going to be fun to watch because we get to see Zach Wilson and Quinn Ewers battle it out for the backup job.
Oh. I want Quinn to win it, to be honest.
Quinn? I think Quinn fits the scheme better than Zach Wilson. Because Quinn Ewers plays more in structure, and the way Texas runs their offense, it's very similar to the offense the Dolphins run with the quick passes, the RPOs, and I feel like Quinn Ewers definitely runs it a lot better than Zach Wilson, who don't really play in structure. He likes to run out of the pocket and try to make plays with his arm, but we'll see. We'll end up seeing what happens with that. And congrats to Zach Wilson. Got married this weekend, so
Yep, congrats.
Congrats to him. It's gonna be an interesting year for the Dolphins, to say the least. I'm excited for it. Anything else you want to say? Sorry, what was that?
Make about his son, Josh Allen.
Oh, big facts. And are you a Cavs fan? You a Cavs fan?
I'm a part of it because Garland knows my dad and stuff.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Nice. Oh my God. All right, we're done with this. But I appreciate you for hopping in.
All right, thank you.
All right, peace out, bro.
Fins up.
Fins up. All right, so we'll end off with that. I appreciate everyone who joined in over on this is on Discord. So if another trade goes down, maybe we'll do this more often if you guys enjoyed it. NBA free agency starting up very soon. Hopefully the Heat get someone good. Maybe the cum bucket, Jonathan Kuminga. Would definitely love to get him, but we'll end up seeing what happens. Appreciate you all for joining the stream. Dolphins fleeced the Steelers. Y'all have spoken. They got fleeced. But appreciate you all for joining. And maybe I'll make a hockey video later. Also, Monday Night Raw has just started, so gotta go watch it. Starts in 3 minutes, so there we go. Monday Night Raw starts in 3 minutes. NBA free agency starts in 3 minutes. Huge night. Let's go Dolphins. Fins up. We win in the Super Bowl this year. Thank you all.